Hello, welcome to this video. In this video we're going to talk about all about HTML headings. HTML headings are basically titles or subtitles that you want to display on a web page. HTML headings are defined with the H1 to H6 tags. H1 defines the most important heading and H6 defines the least important heading. H1 is also the largest in font size, and H6 is also by default is the smallest in font size. Headings are important. Search engines use the headings to index the structure and content of your web pages. Proper placement and use of headings is important. Then only search engines will rank your website at a particular level. Users often skim a page by its headings. It is important to use headings to show the document structure. The right size and font and placement of headings ensures that the user will stay interested in your website. H1 tag headings should be used for main headings, followed by H2 headings, then the less important H3, and so on and so on. Each HTML heading has a default size. However, you can specify the size for any HTML heading with the style attribute using the CSS font size property. Okay, now let's look at the code and syntax example for the headings tags. But first, if you haven't already, install Visual Studio Code. Okay, let's install Visual Studio Code. So go to google.com, type in Visual Studio Code. Click on the one that says code.visualstudio.com. Then we have a button here, download for whatever operating system you own. Install it and load it up. Okay, now that you're in the folder, you have to create a new file. So click here in new file and name it index.html. There we have our HTML file. We need to load up the HTML syntax. Type in HTML, go to this one, HTML5 boilerplate has been loaded. Let's look at the H1 syntax. So type in H1 for heading 1. H2 for heading 2. H3 for heading 3. H4 for heading 4. You probably got the pattern of syntax right now. H5 heading 5. H6 for heading 6. Save it. You will also need extension installed live server. If you haven't installed that, let's go to extensions, type in live server. It's usually the first one by Rick Day. Install that. Okay, after you install live server, you can now preview your website live. So go click on Go Live. Wait for a second. And this is our website. Preview. Heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, 4, 5, 6. Heading 1 biggest, heading 6 smallest. what if you want to select your own font size? You can easily do that by targeting it in the style. So create a style tag in the head, like this. Select the HTML element you want to change font size. I want to change the heading 1 font size. So I will type in heading 1, curly bracket, font dash size. I'm going to change it to 300 pixels. Save it. Let's preview it. And now our heading 1 is 300 pixels. So that's it for the headings tag video. Hope you learned a lot. Comment, like, subscribe. What do you want to learn? What do you want to learn? And I'll be posting 3 videos a week on web development. So stay subscribed. Subscribe to get the latest tutorials on web development, app development, and software development. Learn the tricks of the trade, shortcuts and how to code, and even how to learn how to code easily.